Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. My name is Probhaer, and this is my How to Get Better at Only Up video. I'm by no means a professional speedrunner. This is the first game I've ever tried any kind of timed speedrun on. So, yeah, I'll try my best to explain from a beginner's perspective how to get better at the game, essentially. This first route, you can take the lift that goes all the way around to the left, but I tend to not do that, just to save a few seconds off this little route. This route looks quite hard, but once you get used to it, it's really, really easy. It's just a case of mantling at the right time. I think I'd screw this mantle a little tiny bit. Yeah, a tiny bit. So ideally, you want to jump on that corner. If you get here in about 41 to 44 seconds, you've smashed it. Now, next up, we have the pipes. Arguably the hardest thing in the beginning game. I hate these pipes with a passion. Probably because I've done them about 200 times now, but I hate them. The best way to go about it is just follow the exact route I'm doing. There are some shortcuts. For example, you can mantle straight onto the pipe on the left, but I struggle to do that. So I just take the safe route and I mantle across here. Now, the spiral pipe case, let's go with that. Why not? I still can't sprint up this. I don't have a clue how people manage to sprint up this, but it's absolutely mental how they manage to do it. But slow and steady wins the race. Just drag your mouse slowly and efficiently, no swipes, and then you should be fine. These pipes can be a bit janky on here, so make sure that you line it up properly before you do a jump. And this bed is very annoying because if you get on the right-hand side of it, it makes you fly off the other way. Now, two options on this route. You can go straight ahead where we were a minute ago, go past the dog and jump on the bed. But I found that the time is very, very, very similar. So I actually tend to just jump on the suitcases and go from there. Next up, we have the rail tracks. There used to be, originally, the rail tracks that you just used to run all the way along. But I'm pretty sure the devs added a bed quite late on because people were complaining about how long the tracks took. I think it was like 2 minutes or so. So yeah, you'll see in a minute as you move to your left, there's a bed that I jump on because it's a lot easier to get up and it saves a hell of a lot of time. By the way, apologies for the small overlay in the top left. As I was speedrunning, I forgot to change the size. But yeah, that jump there, make sure you line up the bed. You go all the way to the end of the track, line up the bed facing towards the next bit, jump, and then go up from there. I'm on about 2 minutes 30 for here, which is a really, really good pace. Anything around 2 minutes 30, 35, when I first land on that, I'm really happy with. So, yeah, these trains can be a bit janky as well. I think I'm going to say the word janky about 804 times, so bear with. But you just got to make sure you land in the exact same spot each time. Like, for example, that little lip there is key. This bit used to annoy the hell out of me. Make sure you jump on the highest part of the train. So there's a little lump there. Go on there and jump on the left-hand part, and you can do a double jump over the top of it. This, I can't remember if I did this perfectly or not. I did. You can jump and jump a little tiny bit to your left, and it won't make you mantle, which will save you a second and a half. And all these little tiny changes that as we go along make a huge difference to the time. So any little tricks you can do, just try to add them in there. Again, another jankiness moment. These bits between the train, I jump over them because they get stuck every single time. But as you've noticed, I just constantly hold sprint down. You can hold sprint for a long time, and it shouldn't be an issue, particularly in the early part of the game. Next up, we have the pipes. I was too scared to run along these pipes for a long time, but it's actually pretty bloody easy. I've fallen 2 or 3 times when sprinting on them in total, which isn't a lot at all. We come to the beds, so make sure you sprint jump onto these beds and you'll miss the first one out and land straight on the second one. Keep momentum forward and bosh, you're right up to the girders pretty much immediately. As you can see, I'm on 4 minutes 6 seconds here, which is an incredibly fast pace for me anyway. You get some speedrunners who do it in like 3 minutes something, but for me, a beginner to the game, I'm quite happy with where I am right now. Yeah, this next bit, make sure you double jump just as I'm about to do. Yes, nailed it, Matthew, well done. Before you get on there, you get stuck and it gets a bit janky again. I should make a janky counter. I think I'm on 4 or 5 saying that word. Also, you can sprint up here as much as you want. It's nowhere near as scary as you think. Sprint is actually pretty easy up there. So I'm here in 4 minutes 40. I usually average about 5 minutes to that point. The beds, make sure you pick a spot where you jump from every time so you know exactly how far away it is. And bunny hop in this area. Bunny hop twice. Look at the momentum jump there. The momentum saved me at least 2 or 3 seconds. So yeah, this This bit is my second least favourite part of the beginning run because these wooden bits have knocked me off so many times. So many times. So yeah, just watch out for them. As you can see, I did a little cheeky commando roll there. I was very stubborn and I stopped doing those commando rolls for a long, long time, but it saves you a second. You double tap control and it makes you do a roll over. That way you don't have to mantle over it. And next up we come up to, yes, the bit that I got daring with. So this bit's quite daring, but you can sprint jump over both these. But then you come to a little bit and it's a little bit of a bumhole moment, but you can mantle onto the edge there. Next up we come to the drone. 5 minutes 30 to the drone is well good for me, so I was happy at this point. Here comes the windmill. The windmill of death. So I wait till I'm pretty high, just to make sure I don't miss the platform. Jump onto here and you'll see a bed. Now the trick to this windmill is, you'll see here, wait for that windmill fin to go to about 7 o'clock, then jump on the bed. And you should, I don't press spacebar here, I automatically land on the windmill. And then you jump off and land. As simple as that. It looks hard, but it's pretty simple. Next up, we have, the buses and the backwards jump, which I don't do, but I do a version of. I'll explain what I mean in a minute. On the buses, make sure you jump to this ledge on the left, thanks to Mr. Hutch the Clutch for that little tip. Now this bed jump, some people do the momentum roll. I don't. This is the safest route, and you sprint jump onto the corner. Move right, forward and right immediately, and you land pretty much next to where you would with the backwards jump anyway, which is right on this petrol station here. And then you'll find a secret little bed in the corner. And then it brings you to this bed. Bosh. You are up on top of, let's call it Paradise City, why not? A bit of Guns N' Roses. This next bed only really takes you, from the angle I'm doing it, only really takes you to this taxi here. So don't try any more than that. There's a technique to get you further up to where the broken highway will be in a minute, but it's hard to do, really hard to do. So yeah, jump to there. You should be absolutely fine. These cars, do not be afraid to keep walking. It's much harder to stop your momentum. Keep walking and jumping, and then sprint jump for this blue one. Whatever you do, sprint jump for the blue one. Just keep walking and moving, because if you stop your momentum, it feels like, oh, it's a bit janky. Number 5. And so it ruins it a little bit. But yeah, keep moving. I messed this jump up a little bit. Only cost me a second. Now sprint jump straight onto the taxi. Don't mess about. You'll mantle that. And then same with this little zebra crossing, pedestrian crossing. The bus. Do not sprint in the bus. Do not sprint in the bus. It is a dangerous place to be. Dangerous place to be. This is the point where I say this is part 1 of the video. Part 2 of the video will come out soon, but this is part 1. Don't do what I've just done and mantle the side of that bed, because it ruins your run. But yeah, this is part 1. Part 2 will be coming up very, very soon, but I thought I'd split it down into 2 separate videos for people to process and scroll back to and things. This is the jump that I avoided for so long, but slow-mo this one. Slow-mo. Slow-mo, forward, sprint, jump. And I've never, touch wood, failed that jump, so it's easier than it looks. And then your trampoline all the way to the track. And the track's really easy. Again, touch wood, I've never fallen off the track before. But where was I? Yes, so my name's Probhaer. I stream on Kick every single day from 9 a.m. till 1 p.m. GMT, or BST, depending on when you watch this video. But yeah, if you are a work from home kind of person, I'm your streamer. I'm good vibes. I play random games, mainly Warzone, but occasionally games like this, I get a bit obsessive about. So yeah, if that sounds like something you would enjoy, feel free to come check me out on Kick. So it's Probhaer. We're at the lift in under 9 minutes, which is pretty ridiculous. So I'm keeping this pace up as much as I can. Don't, whatever you do, sprint out this doorway. I've done it before, and you fall flat on your face. So again, keep the movement up, keep moving, don't stop. It becomes a lot easier when you do consistent momentum. And then straight onto boss's office, straight onto the sofa. This gold bar can be a bit janky, number 6. So just make sure you don't get punished by that. Straight on the bed, on the wheel. Now this jump here, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Sprint, gold bar. This one's very important. Sprint jump right to the end of the bed, because then it will send you all the way up here. If you don't go to the end of the bed, it ruins your momentum and you end up at the bottom of this bit, and it costs you about 45 seconds. But yeah, we've made it to the fake winners platform in under 10 minutes. Just about, yeah, under 10 minutes. My community trolled me at this point, believe it or not. massively trolled me, and they told me this was the winning platform. So I even, see that little platform on the left? I jumped on it, got the crown, tensed my arms, and went, yes, I'm amazing. Turns out I'm not amazing. I'm just a big, massive fool, because this is not the finish. This is the halfway point. And we're going to go up to roughly about the chess pieces today, friends, and then we'll carry on next time. But we'll continue with the guide. This bit, there's no real way to speed this bit up. This is just as slow it is. Take a second, stretch, have a little itch. I always find when I'm doing runs like this that I itch loads. I don't know if anyone else had that problem, but I itch all over. I'm literally itching now because I've just been doing speed runs all morning. But on my wrist I'm itching. I scratch my hat, my forehead, everything. But we're coming up to the heaven area. And the heaven area, in theory, is the easiest bit to do, but I don't know how accurate that is. I find it the easiest bit to do. It's the bit I fall off the least, but I don't know what about anyone else. Friends, if you're still watching, it's a massive help if you just drop a like or a comment in the comment section. It helps the algorithm and helps this video to be shown. So if you'd like to do that, that'd be amazing.
Ask, and it will be given to you.
Has anyone else noticed the pseudo philosophical commentary on the way in there? I'm not sure how loud the volume is actually compared to my voice, but you might not be able to hear that. This bit, don't be afraid, just sprint all the way up. I think it gets a bit janky for me. Yeah, the first time ever this has done that, 7. The first time it's ever done that for me. But yeah, so then you sprint up these. It might get you stuck, it might not. It's about 75% ratio for it getting stuck, but don't be afraid, just sprint up it. These ones I don't think you can land without mantling, so I always mantle that bit and then I double jump this. There is a quicker way of doing what I'm about to do, but it's less risky, this one. Go all the way around and jump on the side of the spine. The hitbox of the spine here is way bigger than you imagine, because when I first started playing, you see the little ribs on the right-hand side? I used to crap myself and think I was going to fall through them, or thought the physics would be wrong and just make me fall through, but it's really easy. So again, nice and relax on this. Sprint all the way. There's no reason whatsoever you shouldn't sprint all the way. I think we're probably about 60% of the way through the game. Maybe just over 50%. I think maybe the winner's platform is 50%, but no, I've never actually measured it to make sure. We're coming up to Slippery Jesus. Yep, you heard Slippery Jesus. So make sure you jump on the right-hand side of that so you don't mantle anything. Straight on this, no messing about. On the cross, make sure you sprint jump, so shift jump at this point, or you'll go straight falling down. A friend of mine's done that a few times. This one, I can't remember if I nailed this first time. Yeah, nailed it first time. Sprint jump onto the bed. Definitely sprint jump onto the bed, and it makes you up here. And then you sprint jump onto this bit, and then onto Slippery Jesus. Slippery Jesus is naughty because you think, oh, he's fine. Look, you're going to be absolutely fine. Oh, and then we're going to fall off. So just be calm with this bit. For once, take the sprint button off. Just be nice and calm. As a general rule of thumb, no pun intended, I didn't do it. I actually swear I didn't plan that. As a rule of thumb, keep doing things repetitively and build things up incrementally. So don't worry about trying all the biggest things straight away. Just make sure you just try. I used to do it where I did my speed run and I try one difficult thing that I hadn't done per speed run. And now eventually I've got pretty much all my difficult things in one speed run. It does take slightly longer to get an accurate run in there, but it's worth it in the end. But yeah, take it bit by bit. Do your normal run and then go, do you know what? Today I'm going to go for the windmill, because there's other routes that people will see with the windmill. Like if the drone that I jumped off, you can go all the way around on the drone to, if I remember, to the top of the windmill. But this obviously cuts out the animation and stuff. Yes, so we're up to the school. Now, avoid the school. Do not go straight through the school. Go around to the left, because there is a secret bed. A secret bed. And I think, if I remember rightly, I get screwed on this bit. I nearly poo-peed myself. Oh yeah, I messed this bed up first of all, but yeah, then I fixed it. Because I'm thinking, oh, you know what? I'm probably going to land on the table here. Let's just keep going for the table. Keep going. And then the books, bosh, send me right off. So don't land on you're better off landing on the books. Again, sprint on this area. I don't dare sprint on the tables. I'm a bit of a wimp. I don't dare sprint on the benches, sorry. But then from now on I sprint, because it's, the surface area is massive. In case you don't know, the thing on the left, which I haven't talked about, is a live splitter. A live splitter it automatically splits for you. It's called auto split, this particular thing, and it tracks where you are in the game. You can adjust it to your own times. You can adjust it to you can delete ones that you don't use in your route, but it's so useful. It's a bit glitchy at the moment, but for now it's incredibly useful to see where you are comparatively. I'm just sorry it's so small. I forgot to readjust it. But you can see a lot of gold and green numbers, which means I'm doing a very good run. Green means you've done it faster than you did in your PB. Gold means you've never done it faster. It's your best ever time. So I've got 3 golds and the rest are all green, which is amazing. These used to be so annoying, these chess pieces. So annoying. But they added a little platform in for it not to be so slippy. Slippy chess pieces. Do you know what? I am actually going to keep my fail in at the end of the video. I have a fail. The reason I'm doing part 1 and part 2. This run was by far my best run. I was smashing it. And then something really misfortunate happens. It's a very rookie error, and I'm going to show you. I wasn't going to show you, but I am. This bit, I'm sorry, I haven't talked about the strats at all for a little minute, but this first book can be really glitchy. So just make sure you spam the hell out of spacebar and it should be all right. The third book, Sprint 2. Now this bit, full send it. I'm about to fail, but full send this and you'll end up on a tentacle. And the sunflower will stop you, but look what I did. Look at the pain. That's what happened to me. Friends, I hope you enjoyed part 1. Part 2 will be coming very, very soon when I don't fail on that bit. But have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you for watching, and I will see you for part 2. Bye.